Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our Pure BZ Plus playthrough. In our last episode, we automated beacons. We have 3 of them now. We'll eventually have hundreds of them, but we can check that off our list. The next thing I want to do is some silicon smelting. Then we're going to automate modules, at least tier 1 modules, and then we are going to work on more red circuits, and then finally after that we're going to get some yellow signs going. Now, in between all of that, we most likely will need to get more ore. I think we're probably running low on some things. Tin is actually drastically low. We need to put a moho mine on that. Aluminum is fine still. Lead should be fine since I added a moho to that. Flake graphite could be an issue. How are we doing on that? We're still fine. Still fine on graphite. We'll need moho mines eventually, but we don't need them now. Coal is fine. Diamond is actually... I don't know if it's fine or not. With diamond, you kind of have to look at the production, because everything's going to be so slow to... diamond is fine. Production is sitting around 83. Usage has literally never been that high, even at its peak. So we're fine on diamond. Let me check lead real quick. Lead, what does that mean? Oh, that just means usage has always determined production, which means we've always had enough. But the amount is... So 6 a second, aka 1 moho mine on these normal ores is 360. So if you look at our lead usage over the last 10 hours, we've never really crossed the 360 threshold anyway. So that moho mine by itself can sustain my lead. Tin, also 1 moho mine can sustain. Flake, graphite. We kind of need 2 moho mines to sustain flake graphite, and that's going to go up soon. And then stone, we looked at, we need about 3 moho mines. Soon to be more, actually. Because of all the silicon we're going to make. So, to start out, I am going to throw a moho mine on tin. Just to make sure we don't run out. Because we are going to run out soon. And then flake graphite I have more of easily without any work. Once we need it. So we'll get this set up. I might just need to move all that real quick. Okay, we'll have all this on both sides of the belt. And then we'll have this unload. Which way does that go, actually? Can you do it this way? I don't know, does it matter? Maybe it does. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. That'll be more than enough tin. Oh, I didn't look at copper, I guess. Copper... Oh, copper's fine. Even recently, with more usage, it hasn't been too high. And we've got the moho going. We will need more eventually, but we can even get up to 12 a second, so... We're good on that. Titanium, I guess. That's another one. Titanium's a little tricky. Usage looks like it's settled around the 200 range. And it looks like we were producing that much when we were using that much. What is my titanium rate? Yeah, it's around 200 actually, so we're okay on titanium for now. I'm sure that'll change too. But we have enough stuff to go ahead and say Stone, continue along. Now, stone is interesting. Should I... Silicon is 6 times dense compared to ore. So I want to move that ore over as short of a distance as possible. Which is a hard sentence to say. But I think I'm going to make the silicon over here. Rather than trying to go through this crazy bus system, we'll have it near the trains. That does mean we're not going to get to take advantage of this stone. Or this coal, wherever it is. Where was the coal patch? This one. That one we can take. Is this smart? Should I put it on the bus like everything else? And then I can replace it. I don't know. Maybe I should. We have extra rows here. This one can be its own row of stone. And coal is technically up here, which is kind of weird. I don't know. I'm very conflicted right now. Should have left space for silicon. Is I think what I'm feeling. Maybe I can do silicon here. Technically I can, yeah. Let's just do that. So we'll bring stone over here and coal over here so they don't have to traverse the whole ore bus. And we'll just make some sort of expandable setup. I like that. I like that a lot. We do have to figure it out, though. And I have another thought, which is like, should I actually just use regular foundries instead because it'll save me power? But I use nuclear power more. Yeah, never mind. This is going to be better in the long run. The ratios are beautiful here, by the way. 1, 4, 4, 1 is very nice. So we have 4 making stone brick, inserting into 4 making silica, inserting into 1 making silicon, which is inserted into by 1 making coke. So that is 1 chunk of silicon making. And I want to make this beaconable because of the obvious reasons. I don't really need to explain that. It is unfortunate, because if we want these can't reach across a beacon, is the problem. Because if we want a straight line of beacons, well, I can do this, I guess. And what are the odds they can all reach 1 underground? Pretty good, I'd say. So maybe this is the route. How fast is 4 of them going to be? Here, divide this by 12. So this is the rate for 1 little chunk. The other thing I'm not certain about is, should I put these in line like this or out of line? Because we said 2 belts of stone and a belt of coal. Then we can't do a beacon. Unless the belt of coal is outside the beacon range. I also start to worry about where substations go in this setup. I think this will power everything. That'll power the beacons on both sides. You know, there will be one above it, somewhere around here. So I think we power everything except if we needed something on the left side of the beacons. So we should be okay on power. Stone, stone, coal. And so then coal could just have some sort of splitter situation. Maybe it naturally is one square away. And then it does this, 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 this. Something like that. And there's the coal feeding into the coke, feeding into the silicon. This is an output of silicon. And then this guy is the input of silica. How much silica? 12.5? So that should handle the silica. I mean, I'm feeling okay about this. What's the rate per, in terms of out? It's about 3-ish. So one inserter should be fine. Goes down there. And then we need this again. Substation to top it all off. It's not bad. Not bad if I do say so myself. That we don't need, do we? We do need that. And then this. Perfect. Not perfect. We haven't done the stone input. Hold up. Hold up, hold up. Almost there. Stone input is pretty simple. We can just do something like that. And then do the same. And then we'll split, focus, output priority left. There's a bit of an issue with sides of the belt. I don't think these will take from both sides equally. So, is there a way? This can make sure the bottom side of the belt is fulfilled. That doesn't line up there, though. We need... I need something like that, but I can't connect it then. Tricky, 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 tricky. Let's think. I guess the other option is making sure both belts just have a balancer, a lane balancer on the front end. As always, it technically doesn't matter. Like, throughput won't be affected by this. Because the important part is, you know, if these are eating all the ore, and these are only going to eat 5 at a time, so they're never going to eat a full lane. You know, they can eat one entire lane, and then it'll start eating the other lane, and then this will fill up whichever lanes are missing. So we'll get 60 down there eventually. Never mind. I'll just leave it. And I think this is it. So let me go... I need some more steel and blue chips, but I think this is the all that I need. That's what I'm trying to say. So we need to bring stone down, and we need to bring coal, and then we will be good to go. And we can make as many of those as we want, which is a nice, tileable solution. You know, I could set up personal logistics. I keep forgetting about that. We have the technology. Yeah, I could turn all these into provider chests and go to town. That needs to be on our list. Rather than this manual garbage. Getting rid of stuff manually. Boring. I will take a few beacons while we're here. We need some red circuits and steel. I need some electric furnaces. Oh, we need blue circuits. That's right. Where furnaces are further. Further furnaces. Oh, even further. All the way over here. There we go. And blue circuits, unfortunately, we don't have any, so we're going to need to make a few more. Grab some more wafers. Oh, I deleted it. Alright. Now, someone was mentioning something about titanium, and I completely missed where it was. They were saying I should put an alarm on my sulfuric acid tank here, and then I should also do something about a titanium ore output. And so I'm trying to remember what outputs titanium ore. And it was zircon. And so I don't think we did make priority input. Yeah, it's right here. So this needs to be priority left input. There we go. That was a good reminder. Thank you for that. I'm trying to remember who that was. I should know. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'd have to look at the comment again. But thank you, unnamed commenter. Of course, I end up with some in my inventory. And blue circuits, I think, are over left somewhere. There we go. Okay, well, that's enough for 2. It's not very good. Gosh, slow as heck. What if we slowly make one of these to speed up how we will more fastly make blue circuits? Man, it's not a quick process, to be certain. To be certain. Okay, so that's going... Let's look at research real quick. We need to research that. No sense in waiting. These are very expensive, but I will need them. I can get a bunch more stack capacities, but I need yellow to get the next regular, so that won't affect my base at all currently. I probably should do the speed for robots, get that out of the way. And we will need rocket fuel. And then Kovarex, we could do. It's expensive. But then we basically have infinite nuclear fuel. I don't remember, do we need uranium at all for any of the fusion power? If we don't, I'm not going to need much more. So Kovarex is not a high priority. Okay, just 4 more. Cuatro más. Slowly. Oh, so slowly. Slightly faster. Actually, it's a lot faster. 1.25 versus 0.75 is a pretty huge difference. I mean, it's almost double. It's 66% faster. Alright, that's enough for 2 squares of this, which is doubling my silicon production. It's probably going to cost more stone than I have. Yeah, that's 10 more stone a second. And 10 coal a second. Heck, at this point, I wish there was a way to turn oil into coal. As far as I know, there is not. There's another stone patch over here. I could tap into that. It'll probably make a moho mine eventually. And where is a big... Is there a big giant stone patch? That one has a lot in it, but it's not very large. But that may be the issue everywhere. So we might need to tap into a couple patches, actually. I might need that one and this one at the same time. I guess we'll see. We'll copy that directly underneath. It looks like I've tiled it properly. I'm excited to see if this works. I will be disappointed if it do not. But let's see, our coal can be split off here. Goes there. And then stone is coming down from up here. Very lacking in stone at the moment. But this is going to be for silicon. And that allows the stone from both directions to be valid. And that comes this way. Go through the M. Let's move that. And that should do it. And we connect up some power. And let's see if it works. Oh, I didn't connect the coal. That's important. So far, so good. Oh, you know what? I screwed up. Oh no. I knew there was something weird with this. There's not room for beacons now because of what I did with the coal. Can we fix this? Yes. So we can do that, and then we can change this to be here. Which means the top row has to look like this. And now this is what we copy. Yeah. Wait. Is that right? They look the same, but why is the paste adding one extra belt? Oh, because up here I think I just went over too soon. I think it's like that. Okay. Now we have room for, you know, however many beacons fit. Only 4. That's disappointing. I was hoping we could get 5. Well, we'll figure out how to maximize the middle beacons, because we also have the outer beacons too. Anyway, we have silicon. That's the point. And we'll bring that up and through the spaghetti nonsense. Where does silicon end? Up here. On the right side of this belt. Okay. Bam. Oh my gosh. Good old spaghetti. This is why you leave room for things. It's so nice when you have room to spaghetti. I don't love when you're trying to spaghetti and you have to delete everything and rebuild it because you have 0 room. This is much nicer. Okay, now the right side of this technically is prioritizing the ones down there, which is good because they're going to be the ones with beacons. Ah, workshops. The name in-game redemption. Nice. That'll be fun. I haven't done that in a while. We can use concrete for that. Where do you want the name? Kind of relatively in the base. Because there's a lot of spots for it. Now, stone brick is getting used kind of more than I thought it would be. Where is this all going? Oh, military science. Which one did I do that was military? Can't remember now. Military science uses a crap load of stone. That's what it is. That's what it is. Alright, we did silicon smelting. Go team. And now we're gonna automate modules. Which I think I have a couple of high priorities. Coal is one of them. We definitely need more coal. Which means tapping into... Well, actually, what's wrong with this one? Oh, nothing's wrong with it. Oh, we're limited by yellow. Let's fix that. Maybe upgrading everything to red belts should be on my list of important things to do. I just need the comfort of knowing everything can handle 30 a second. Wherever I'd like is fine. Well, I will put it, I don't know. I'll look at it in a second. Okay. That should be enough. Okay, workshops. How about I put it up over by the mall here? This seems like a good spot. Workshops. W. Oh. Right, you can't do a W in a certain amount of space. Because I've tried, I mean, what even would you do? In a 3x5, can't. It was weird because with M, it almost felt like, I don't know. Because M is the same way. You can't get 3. But I used that for M. Is that kind of a weird W? It kind of looks like a W, even though it's not. You know, it only has one of the things. And it really should be this. I don't know. We'll do a full W, I guess. The R is always weird as well. Work. Shops. S-H-O-P. I think that looks better. S. Keep doing that. Woo! Workshops. Nice. Nice. Okay. We are needing more coal. No, we did that. We're needing more something. Stone. That's what it was. Yep. That's pretty limited. I think I'm going to bite the bullet and go mine that stone in the southeast and get it hooked up to the belt. So let's figure out how far this is. That's wrong thing. So vertically, we are looking at 330. And horizontally, we are looking at... we're looking at about 1,000 belts here. Oh, crap. Way too much ore in my inventory. Okay, that looks better. Well, I guess I could do a train. I just need to loop it around. I just haven't done any trains in that direction at all. Would that be faster, though? I probably should do more trains. I also don't have a crazy throughput train environment, so I feel like 1,000 is about my threshold for belts. So I think I will go ahead and use a belt. But anything further, and I'm going to need trains. But because it's a completely different direction, I think I'm going to go with a long belt, which will come to here and be the input priority right, because it'll actually end up being what's the word I'm looking for? It will end up being less power per ore to mine this. And we're going to go alongside the wolframite. And then we'll leech off of that power. Can the nanobots keep up? Ooh, it looks like they're falling behind slowly. Okay, so then here we're gonna need... Oh, also do I have mine? Yeah, I have plenty. I need some big power poles. did that in the wrong spot. Wait, there's a stone patch right here. How did I miss this? LOL. It's like blending in with the sand. I missed it. There's two. Okay. Cool. Well, that makes this an even better idea then. Are there other ones hiding that I'm not seeing? That's aluminum. Okay, not that I see, but this is a nice surprise. As usual, we get as many on here as we can, rather than the opposite. And there we go. 10 stone a second for a little while, at least. And since I've come this far and I was planning on doing more, I might as well do both. And then that will probably give me the full 30. Probably the full 30 per second. Also, having nanobots and exoskeletons make this a lot faster. Although going through forests slows things down a bit. You kind of need 2 runs with nanobots going through a forest. Because they have to deconstruct it, and then they have to see the blueprint being there, and then they go for that. They don't do both at the same time. But this is pretty fast. Lazy bots indeed. This would take so much power if we were using power armor bots. Okay. Mining. Whee! Okay. Perfect. Alright, that should get me plenty of stone for now. And we are going to take off the belt immunity. We'll speed up our return trip. Look at those little legs move. Chill on what? Charging. I have no idea what word that's supposed to be. I can't figure it out from the context. Alright, and now this is the problem. You need to be red belt. Oh, charging. Yes. If we had to charge the normal bots, that would be a lot more painful. Alright, now we should have, at least once that gets here. Oh, I should have built a radar down here. The new radars are crazy. I like Big Brother. It makes radars way less annoying to deal with. So yeah, once it catches up, I think we'll have a full belt of stone. Which is great. Did I put that on my list? No. So, more stone. Oh, look, we finished it. Woo! Okay, so we need that for modules, because modules require a lot of the silicon stuff. So I like a ratio of 1.5. Sometimes I do a little bit more like 1.8, 0.5. Like, I feel like you generally need... Oh, no, sorry, the other way around. Like, you generally need a little bit more speed than productivity. It kind of depends on what you're doing, but you tend to have more beacons on both sides. But the assembler holds 4 productivity, and then there's 2 beacons holding 2 speed. So we'll just call them equal for now. I'm not going to have enough for this much, if you look at the costs, but I want to automate this much, because we need... Oh, wait, no, you don't. Hold on. I'm used to modules... Okay, module 2s do need the previous one. Is that the case for all of them? Yeah, okay. Why did I think... I don't know. I don't know why I thought we didn't need previous tier of module. But yeah, you put a lot of speed modules in places you may or may not use productivity modules, so you do tend to need more speeds. I might go an extra quarter, 1.25. Oops, that's all the wrong buttons. Just to have it. But that does mean a lot of input. Wafers, a lot of input, red chips. So, pretty big build, but we'll be thankful we did it later. When I'm upgrading all sorts of things and putting modules and all sorts of things, and then I won't need to rebuild it as quickly. But the nice thing about it being on the end is it will eat all of my stuff, but it'll only eat things that made it to the end of the bus. So it is the lowest priority because of that. So that's kind of nice. And then I actually need to do a concrete party. Haven't done one of those in a while. Okay, so this will be my region. I'm guessing the wafers can be beaconed. And they're expensive, so we want to fully beacon the wafers. Meaning beacons in the middle, beacons on the outside. And I forget, is it more efficient to do 2? Like this? 2 to 3? Oh, we're super out of crap. Because this would be 5 on each side and 15 beacons. For 10 and 15. 10 assemblers, 15 beacons. But then if you count the extras on the bottom, isn't it like 3 extra? 3 extra times 3 is 9. So it'd be 24 and 10 if we did it this way. Or if we did it the other way, it's 26 and 10. So even with the extra 3 beacons on the bottom that you need, you know, because what is it? This one would affect... Is it that? I think it's that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like the maximum number. And then basically from there you have 1 to 1. Like this. And so you have 3 extra on each column. So that's a total of 9 extra if we do 3 columns of beacons and 2 rows of assemblers. And so essentially what we're figuring out is it better to just do 1 row of assemblers and 2 rows of beacons? Because then you've only got 6 extra beacons. But the beacons only ever apply to 1 row. So, like, it's weird. There is a breakpoint at which it's more efficient to do 3 columns. We're really close to that breakpoint, actually, because here we're going to need 6, because it's 11. 6 on each, rather than 5. I was calculating 5. So 6 on each is I can't do math, 18 for 3 columns, plus 9 is 27. If we just did one row of 11, then it would be 22 plus 6, which is 28. Almost exactly the same. So then we just have to decide which one looks better. And I think for now we'll just do one. One row. But that's the kind of figuring out that we'll have to do a lot of times. Actually, I have beacons. Why am I not using the actual beacon? So yeah, this one is the highest up we can go. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I was right. So we're going to do this. And then we're going to have 11 of these. That's 9. Now, I probably shouldn't power those up yet. I don't... Well, we have... No, we have nuclear. We have nuclear. We can... do we have nuclear? In fact, that's all we have. Why is... Uh-oh. Did I... I think I disconnected something. Because the production max should be 300 something. So we goofed. We goofed big time. Yeah, we disconnected our 2 halves here somehow. I think that should fix it. No, that didn't fix it. Somehow... What's going on here? That's the 175. This is the 115. Somehow these got disconnected. Wow, I didn't know we were that loosey-goosey. There we go. Now we're matched up. Okay. Anyway. What we need are a lot more assemblers. So I need green chips. And... aluminum, plates, solder. I really should get this automated, but we're so close at this point to having logistics bots do the work for me that I kind of don't want to. That should be enough. Maybe? I don't know, we need a lot. I'm gonna run out of tungsten carbide too. Yeah, where is tungsten carbide? I know we made a bunch over here somewhere. I think I passed it. Oh, no, I didn't. There it is. Okay. Oh, I forgot more beacons. Whatever. We don't need them yet. We just want them there. Eventually. Oh, and I forgot more nanobots, which will become an issue quickly. I also am going to need more belts. Yeah, never mind. We need more stuff. And I forgot to re-equip beautiful belt immunity. Okay. Probably going to need more of those. Resubscribe to our splitter, our monthly splitter box. Take 900 of those, get rid of all the yellows. Take some more beacons. Alright. Ooh, and power poles. A little low on those. Maybe I should also... design for substations. How about we grab some of those? Oh, they stacked to 50. Yay! With substations, you often need a lot less mediums, which is nice. Okay, we're getting there, folks. We are getting there. Because once these are automated and we start using beacons, that's going to help a lot with not power costs. Unfortunately, power costs will shoot through the roof, but it will help with productivity, especially once we get tier 2 productivity running on a lot of steps at once. That makes a big difference. So we only need one input and one output. So this is pretty simple. Pretty simple stuff right here. I don't think it needs to be any more complicated than this. The rates are pretty low, so I don't need to worry about the output being on both sides of the belt. We'll just make it 12. Nice even number. And we need to bring through... Oh, look. That's kind of convenient. Not very far at all. We don't even need one extender between them. So there's sulfuric, and then silicon... right here. It's the top one. There we go. Oh. Let's see. So that'll be beacons. I guess if we do an occasional underground, then we can fit a substation, which is kind of nice. Okay. So there you go. That's all kinds of silicon wafers. Well, just one kind, but lots of them. And then now we set up this nonsense, which I do want to be scalable. And let's see, I need red circuits coming up a little bit later. Back here. They're the top ones. We do that again. Okay, so red circuits come up here. These guys come over. And then I think I will do a split so that we get half to productivity, half to speed. I don't know where that split needs to happen, actually. You can't use prod modules in these, so the only benefit to beacons is speed. If I'm smart, which sometimes I am, then I'll do this. Oh, that actually worked out perfectly. Kind of. Maybe I should be on the front end, though. So we can just do that. And do the exact same thing. In, out, out. Nothing complicated. Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? Actually, we're powered on this end, so we don't even need to worry about it. Cool. Okay, so prod... Why can't I find it? There it is. And we need about 20. Yikes. Maybe I should just default to having these on each set. And then this will be... It'll skip one. Can we skip two? Did we decide? Will this one actually provide... Yeah, we can skip two. So every 6 assemblers needs one substation right in the middle. So that's 12. We ran out of nanobots. That's the thing I forgot. 12, 18. We'll leave those at 18, and then we'll do 24 for the speed, and then we'll do 12 for efficiency. Because now we're doing multiples of 6, we've decided. Don't need that anymore. Alright, the base... Ooh, look at all these beautiful colors. I also forgot to take a screenshot for purple science, so I should do that. Oh no, it's not even running. Okay, we'll need to come back to that. Oh yeah, red circuits are totally gone. But maybe this will be my purple science picture. It's a pretty good screenshot. Beep. Nanobots. Look at those legs. Okay. I forget, does vanilla have reinforced concrete? They do. You get another 10%, which I think is also multiplicative. I guess we could test, does that add or multiply with the other two numbers? Okay, so that's set up. It's beautiful. So then beacon set number 2 goes there. And now we set it up again for speed modules. Right there. So then this will split off. Just make it consistent here. And then we'll just copy that. I guess we don't need a split for the last one. And then copy this again. Although I guess, yeah, we want 2 for that. This needs to switch to speed. You need to switch to efficiency. I need to copy that. It's a little too many substations. I could probably remove a few in the middle. Not too shabby. This is the beauty of tileable blueprints, let me tell you. And I might do this because I really don't care about efficiency, and this means only 1/4 of the available resources will go. So half goes to prod, 3/8 goes to speed, and 1/8 goes to efficiency. So that's a little bit better for the ratios I care about. And then why don't I do this and do that? And we'll make this look nice. And for now, we will just do a simple flop into a chest. Say 5, that many, and I don't know, 3. Why not? Okay. So that's done. It's definitely... So I think I can actually remove this. Oh no, there's space in the middle. Interesting. I thought it was a grid. It's not a grid. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Sergeant Blaze. Efficiency is never used. It's used a few times in some mod packs when there's 1 or 2 buildings that just use an insane amount of power, and you don't need very many of them. Like, if I only need 1 building making something, I'll usually just put efficiency in it, and I still only need 1 building making it, so why put speed modules in it? Like in Pynodons, if you need 0.03 buildings for your automation, you put efficiency in it and save some power. But that's really the only place. In a lot of mod packs, power is super easy. Nullius is the one exception. I highly recommend the Nullius mod pack for people who are looking to get into modded. It might be a little tough for a first modded pack, but it's not like Pynodons or anything. And power is a challenge in Nullius. It's not just an afterthought like it kind of is in vanilla. You know, in vanilla, you can just make nuclear, you're done. In Nullius, power is actually what you spend a lot of your time dealing with, and it's a very interesting power system. You don't just make simple power plants like you do in most mod packs. So, highly recommend it. Can recommend 10 out of 10, or at least 9 out of 10. I don't know if there's any mod pack that's 10 out of 10, but yeah, Nullius has a lot of liquids, so be prepared. If Angel's Petrochem scared you away, Nullius will probably scare you too. It's maybe slightly less than Petrochem in Angels. It's similar in terms of the like gases. There's like a lot of hydrocarbons like methane, ethane, butane, propylene, like that kind of stuff. There's not as much in terms of like the fish water and puffer gas. There's not that section, but the actual chemistry section, it's probably equivalent in terms of the number. And now our base is hating everything about me and what I just did, but it is functioning. Uh-oh. Why is this not running full-time? This should be running full-time, right? Yeah, it should. Let me go check on that. Oh, I think it's the sides of the belt issue. Maybe these should go on the other side. These two. Just to guarantee, and then these will grab a little faster as well. I'm still seeing a tick of red. These should be fast enough, but they're not. Oh, that makes it slower. Ironically, what about that? That makes it faster. And I know this will make it faster. Nope. Sorry, this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna switch these as well. So I'll make sure the inserting is never an issue. And I think that fixed it. These, the rate is not as high, so I don't care. But yeah, I think that fixed it. In any case, we can copy one more chunk of this. Except I don't have the foundries, so... Not quite yet. Although I could... Do I have 2 regular foundries? No, I don't have any foundries. The way this is set up, I actually could just put regular foundries, and they would be slightly underperforming. Ever so slightly. Because it needs the 100% full output, and it would be using a little bit of the coke to power that one foundry. So, I mean, it would be a minuscule difference, but it would be a difference. I also need concrete and more silica. And I really need to automate foundries. I'm going to put that on my list. Shift-C, automate foundries and assemblers. I think it's time. That needs to get done. I have become impatient with that. And I need more green circuits to put in the blue circuit maker. And then we're gonna slowly work our way towards Oh, concrete. Slowly work our way towards yellow science. Concrete. That's not concrete. You're up here. And we need to have a concrete party too. But first, let me finish this. So that's even more silicon. And we're ready for beacons up in here. Oh no, I screwed up. I thought something was wrong. This is wrong. I think I'll just do that. Much cleaner. Yes, definitely install advanced fluid handling. If you're gonna play Nullius, it is a lifesaver. Okay, yeah, that looks a lot better. If I had more blue circuits, I would make another one. So maybe we should go grab more blue circuits and go for it. Probably can't have too much silicon, I think. That's my guess. Do I have 8 furnaces still? Yeah. We got 34. Bam. This is why Factorio is my favorite game. It's just so easy to expand things. In Satisfactory, doing what I just did, doubling this production, would take like an hour. And here it took like 2 minutes. So, I don't know. I think Factorio is really nice because the game design is such that you can play basically as fast as you can think. There are some exceptions, but it's fairly true. Whereas games like Satisfactory, you can only play as fast as your character, as fast as you can, like, do the actions. So you're limited by, like... And technically in Factorio, you're limited by movement speed, but far more limited by movement in Satisfactory. You're limited by your three-dimensional view. You know, you're limited by the first-person perspective. You're limited by the buildings being massive compared to your first-person perspective. You're limited by not just being able to Control-C click. Yeah, exactly. APM is an issue, plus the movability of your character. Accessibility, I guess, is an issue too. But yeah, anyway. That's a random tangent. We are making a lot more silicon now, which is great. And it looks like our stone is kind of supporting it. Where I think we're using all the stone we're making currently. Yeah, we're at 30 a minute right now. So we're not going to go any higher than that until we have a second belt of it. Which is, I guess, the best we can do for now. Which, if we're doing one full belt of stone, that means a fourth? That means 7.5 silicon is it? Is that right? Silicon. Oh, that's consumption. We want to look at this. Production. What is 7.5 a second? I think it's 450. Yeah, it's probably around that. But yes, workshops, I would agree. Satisfactory is amazing in the early to mid game. Like, the first 20 hours of Satisfactory are really, really, really fun. As you're progressing through the tech tree, you're unlocking stuff. Mega basing in Satisfactory. Now, some people love it. Don't get me wrong. Some people prefer it to Factorio, even. They just can't get into Factorio, and all they can play is late game mega basing Satisfactory. So I'm not saying there's an objective truth here, but for me, I really struggle enjoying trying to make a big base in Satisfactory. Like, once I've made something, remaking it feels like such a chore. And maybe that's part of why I struggled to get into the Minecraft Create Above and Beyond for similar reasons. It's just making things feels like a big chore sometimes. And maybe I need to learn how to find more joy in that rather than finding it tedious, but Factorio's got me all spoiled. I just got rid of that. Anyway, I do think we need to call it a YouTube episode here. Yes, Karzam, exactly. The progression doesn't... You're not... I mean, that's not entirely true. I think, for the most part, compared to Factorio, you're correct. You know, in Factorio, the gameplay loop actually significantly changes. Like, once you can send Spidertrons to go make remote outposts, like, that's crazy. You can't do anything like that. But you do get the hover pack, which is pretty good in Satisfactory. And that helps a lot. I think you should be able to have an upgrade for the hover pack that lets you go a lot farther away. I think the whole point of the hover pack is to be able to get a little bit of that top-down view, but then oftentimes you're like falling from the sky because you're not close enough to a power pole. So I think if the hover pack range was increased, it'd be just about right for me. At least that's as good as Satisfactory is going to get. It's never going to be like this, where you can just be like, oh, I'll just go over here and just, you know, copy this, and my bots will build it for me. And so that's pretty nice. And yeah, the zooping in Satisfactory, big deal. Anyway, YouTubers, I'm going to let you go. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next episode.